Welcome to the David Pakman Show. I am David Pakman in New York City. I am joined by producer Louis Motamedi in the Austin bureau of the David Pakman Show in Austin, Texas. Louis, I hate to have to start with something negative for our first New York City show at the New York City headquarters, which, by the way, we'll do a tour video of. It'll be about a 30-second tour because it's a very, very small space, but it'll be a tour nonetheless. I got an email about our coverage of the Army Private First Class, formerly known as Bradley Manning, now known as Chelsea Manning. And I'm going to read an email from John, and this is representative of many emails that I received about this. Here's the email. John says, I've been thinking about becoming a member. However, I must say that I will not give any money to your program until you correct your story aired earlier this week in regards to Chelsea Manning. Despite knowing her wishes to be referred to as Chelsea and adopting the female pronouns, your show, intentionally or unintentionally, spectacularly failed to honor those wishes. I'm astonished by this, as your show is otherwise very progressive. I got a similar email from Ayla and a number of other people. We were wrong. There's really just no excuse on this. The correct thing to do from the get-go would have been to start referring to her as Chelsea Manning with female pronouns. There was hesitation, and this is not an excuse, but merely an explanation as to the thought process we had, that if we just simply say Chelsea Manning, she, a lot of people who followed this show, as many follow news programs off and on, and may not be up to speed with the story, might not know who we were talking about. But again, that's not an excuse. We simply should have said Chelsea Manning, formerly known and convicted as, charged as Bradley Manning, and that would have kind of made it clear. And there's really just no excuse. That is the correct thing to do. It doesn't matter. We didn't make this argument, but the argument some were making that it is legally, her name is still Bradley Manning, and as such, that is okay to say. I don't really care about that. Chelsea Manning identifies as a woman. And Louis, while I know you understand the complexities of people not knowing who is Chelsea Manning, we do strive to do what is correct on this program, and I can do nothing else but say we were wrong to do it the way we did. And going forward, we're going to make every effort to refer to her as Chelsea Manning. I don't know that I can issue any more specific of an apology, and I don't think I need to walk it back in any way. I'm simply saying we covered it the wrong way.
There's also the simple fact of referring to someone for so long by the same name that you don't just immediately and quickly think to call that person by their new name when you've been using the other one for so long. I know this because I was in a band with a transgender person, and I had the same thing happen to me. I think Chelsea Manning would be insulted if she knew that we were guilty of this? I don't think so at all.
All right. Well, in any case, you may be right, you may not be right. Chelsea Manning probably doesn't care too much right now about how we're covering the minutia of her transition. But that being said, it's important to us, and it's clearly important to our audience. So we're going to make every effort. And I apologize for the way we covered it. We're turning over a new leaf, and we will continue.